Yo, Calvin here. So, whenever you need help, right, you usually contact your family member. And if you live away from your family member, usually you contact your husband if something goes wrong. But in this story, the wife contacts the husband way too many times, and she call it emergency calls that he decided to stop taking the calls and left the wife stranded in the middle of nowhere. And you're gonna hear the story. And if you think who was the asshole for this, the husband that not stop answering the call, or the wife that constantly contacting the husband, right? So let's hear some of the context first, the backstory. So, uh, a 32-year-old male, have been married to my wife, a 29-year-old female, for 4 years, and we had a 3-year-old son. She is not a bad person, but she consistently in a state of chaos, and every little thing becomes my problem. No exaggeration, right? I get these emergency calls multiple times a week. Flat tire, call me at work. Forgot her wallet, call me. Grocery store out of her favorite oats, blew up, call my phone like the world is ending. So she is the personality like, oh, I can't do this. First thing I call my husband. Oh, I forgot my wallet. Call my husband. Like at work, that is like a bit extreme in my kind of opinion, right? And if you made it to this far of the video, hopefully you can get this view like an early thumbs up. Really appreciate the support. Let's keep reading the story. It is relentless. I work full time. I do my fair share at home with our son. Diaper duty, bedtime stories, cooking, cleaning, you name it. But these chores are killing me. I told her before that unless it's a real emergency, like someone bleeding or stuck on the highway at night, she need to figure it out. Stop calling me at random times. That is not an emergency. I don't have the bandwidth to draw everything constantly every single time while I am at work. That's a legitimate reason, right? Because you're at work at a meeting or something and you receive a call thinking that it might be emergency. So you leave the meeting to take the call and thinking, oh, your wife just want to tell you that the supermarket store is out of her favorite cereal. Man, I'll be furious too, right? I can relate to this in some kind of level because my mom does that same thing. Like, she'll call me three times, three times in a row. Nothing important. Just want to ask me how was my day. Well, I had to stop everything to answer the call, and I told her you need to start doing that because I can't just stop everything while I'm at work, right? Because it's something important. The last straw came 2 days ago. I had to take my son to the doctor because he had ear infection, and I was already running on fumes while I am in the waiting room with a fussy toddler. She called me in panic because she locked herself out of her car in front of a Target 5 minutes from home. 5 minutes from home. I told her I can't leave. You will have to call someone to pop the window. She freaks out, saying that it will cost too much. She didn't bring enough cash, and I was being unreasonable. I stayed firm, said she needs to figure it out, and hang up. When I got home later, she was furious. She said the guy charged her $150, and we could have avoided all this by you just come to my car and unlock it for me. And I should have come to help because he didn't think to grab her wallet. I told her point blank, I am done rescuing you from things you can easily handle. You need to start acting like everything is a disaster. Now she barely speaking to me, acting like I am the villain for not dropping everything for her again. My brother think I was harsh, but my mom said I was right to set boundaries. Am I the asshole for strengthening her this time? Well, technically, if you think about it, right? She was saying, "Hey, my car won't open," and she lived like 5 minutes from home. She can wait because the children have a ear infection. If you read the story, it's a 3-year-old son, right? And he have an ear infection. For those of you who don't know, ear infections hurts really bad, and the little kid gets very cranky. So you expect the husband to like drop everything and go to Target, right? And go pick you up. I don't think that's like the case, because do you treat your son as a priority, or do you treat you as a priority at this point? Because obviously the son have an ear infection right now. So I would answer like, hey, right now that is not a priority. I need my son to get through the appointment. Because if you think about it, right? If you leave your son, right, go to pick you up and help you open the door, you're gonna make another appointment, and you don't know when you can make the appointment. Maybe you waited for a week for the appointment to see the doctor for that ear infection, and you leave, you cannot make it work. And honestly, right, I lock out my car one time in my life, and I figured out all on my own too. It was not that hard, because I just call someone, they come out, unlock it for me. And it might cost a lot, but like canceling an appointment while the son is already there, and it's kind of like an emergency if you think about it, because the son is having a really bad ear infection. You cannot wait another night where the kid go to sleep and really a lot of pain. So another thing is like, if the husband couldn't come, I would have like make it like a compromise, call the mother or call the brother, someone closer or something, to come and trying to figure out how to open the door. Like if you cannot find the keys, there's no way like you calling someone to open the door. You have to call someone to open the car door, because if you cannot find, you lost the keys inside the car, right? So either way, I don't think like if the husband like made it to the scene, the husband can't really do much and other than just calling someone like a technician to open the door. Depends on where you leave the keys, right? If the keys was in like inside the Target, call the Target people and see if they can like help you get the keys out. But if you leave your key outside of it, you don't know where you left it and you cannot find it, you have to like get someone, to like get the keys and get you home. Plus, it's like 5 minutes from the house. You could have Uber yourself to the house if you're kind of like if you're outside the car, right? If you're like you cannot find the keys, just Uber yourself to your house. And once the appointment is over, tell your husband to come and help you out. I mean that there's a lot of like ways to solve that problem. It doesn't not need to be like the husband drop everything and try to help the wife at that situation. Like that's how I take it. Like you don't need to like make too many emergency calls. When you make too many emergency calls, it feel like it's not an emergency anymore. That's my take on it. Leave in the comment section below what you take on it. Like, do you think the husband did the wrong thing by like strengthening the wife because the child literally needs medical attention? Or do you think the husband did way too far, went way too far, sort of drop the child and go to Target and try to figure out where the keys was for the wife, right? Leave in comment section below. Little bit hard, but it's like there's solutions. You don't need the husband to draw everything to like come to the to you to like open door, because literally the child is in pain because of ear infection. But yeah, hopefully you guys like the story. If you want more of these kind of stories, make sure to get this video a big thumbs up, and don't forget to hit the subscribe button. And my name is Calvin, and I see you guys next video.